Porsche 911 RSR. Porsche will tackle the 2017 racing season with an all-out newly developed GT racer. The new Porsche 911 RSR makes full use of the breadth of the Le Mans 24 Hours GT regulations, and in addition to systematic lightweight design, features the ultra-modern, flat 6-unit positioned in front of the rear axle. The 4-liter, extremely light aggregate features direct fuel injection as well as rigid valve drive and is characterized by outstanding efficiency. The new Porsche 911 RSR will make its debut at the Daytona 24-hour race in January 2017. While retaining the typical 911 design, this is the biggest evolution by now in the history of our top GT model, says head of Porsche Motorsport Drive Frank Stefan Walliser. The new 911 RSR is a completely new development. The suspension, body structure, aerodynamic concept, engine and transmission have all been designed from scratch. The engine concept has enabled the designers to install a particularly large rear diffuser. Combined with the top-mounted rear wing adopted from the LM-GTE race car, the 919 hybrid, the level of downforce and the aerodynamic efficiency were significantly improved. For the 911 RSR, we deliberately focused on a particularly modern and light normally aspirated engine, as this gave our engineers immense latitude in developing the vehicle, explains Dr. Walliser. Apart from that, in principle, the LM-GTE regulations stipulate the absolute equality of various drive concepts, as the torque characteristics of turbo and normally aspirated engines are aligned. Depending on the size of the restrictor, the new normally aspirated unit puts out around 375 kilowatts 510 HP. Shift paddles on the steering wheel actuate the sequential 6-speed gearbox with a magnesium housing, which delivers power to the 31 cm tray-wide rear wheels. The changeover to the new engine generation is now complete. After the 911 GT3 R and the 911 GT3 Cup, the spearhead of Porsche GT racing cars is now also powered by the same cutting-edge 6-cylinder boxer engine family. Porsche 911 RSR 2017 Porsche 911 RSR. In the past, Porsche has already thoroughly pushed the limits with the concept of the 911. In 1996 with the 911 GT1. With great success, in 1998 the 911 GT1 achieved the 16th overall victory for Porsche at the Le Mans 24-hour race. Back then, the fastest vehicle in the field emerged from the GT1 class. For the first time, a Porsche GT race car features state-of-the-art assistance systems. The new 911 RSR is equipped with a radar-supported collision warning system, the so-called collision avoid system. Even in the dark, the faster LMP prototypes are detected early enough and misunderstandings can be avoided. A new safety cage concept and a new, rigidly mounted racing seat enhance driver safety. With the seat fixed to the chassis, the pedal can now be moved and adjusted to fit the driver. The new Porsche 911 RSR's serviceability has also been significantly improved. Entire elements of the carbon fiber body can be exchanged completely in a very short time thanks to clever quick-release fasteners. Moreover, changes to the suspension setup can be performed much more quickly and easily. With the look of the body wrapping, the 911 RSR is striking out in a new direction. For the first time, the GT racer bears the new factory design that has further developed the clear and dynamic design language of Porsche Motorsport. From a bird's-eye view, a hint of the Porsche emblem silhouette can be seen. The basic colors remain white, red and black. In the 2017 season, The factory is expected to run the new 911 RSR at 19 outings, which equates to more than 140 hours of racing. With 2 factory entries, Porsche will tackle the FIA World Endurance Championship WEC, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans, as well as the American IMSA WeatherTech Championship. The new racer will celebrate its debut under the toughest conditions at the IMSA season opener in Daytona on 28 to 29 January. "We're very well prepared for this," says Marco Ajazet, head of GT Works Sport. "Since its first rollout in Barcia in March this year, we've covered 35,000 test kilometers on racetracks in Europe and North America. That's more than in the development of any other Porsche GT racer." Engine water-cooled 6-cylinder boxer, positioned in front of the rear axle, 4,000 centimeters 3/81.5 millimeters, or 102 millimeters, ca. 375 kilowatts, 510 HP depending on restrictors, 4-valve technology, direct fuel injection, dry sump lubrication, single mass flywheel, power output limitation via restrictors, electronic throttle, transmission 6-speed sequential constant mesh gearbox, 2-shaft longitudinal layout with bevel gear, shifting via electronic shift actuator, shift paddles on the steering wheel, magnesium gearbox casing, multi-disc self-locking differential with V-scope unit, 3-disc carbon race clutch, body weight optimized chassis in combined aluminium steel design, removable roof hatch for cockpit access, lifting bushes integrated in the roof, for 3 fuel cell in front of the car, welded in roll cage, seat pursuant to FIA 8862-2009, rigidly mounted to the chassis, 6-point safety harness for use with hands, longitudinally adjustable, pedallery, bodywork made of CFRP, quick change, rear wing with swan neck mounts, 4-post air jack system with safety pressure valve, electronically activated fire extinguisher system, heated windscreen, suspension front axle, double wishbone front axle, 4-way vibration damper, twin coil spring setup, main and helper spring anti-roll bars, adjustable biplane positions, electro-hydraulic power steering rear axle, integrated rear axle subframe with double wishbone axle, 4-way vibration damper, twin coil spring setup, main and helper spring anti-roll bars, adjustable biplane positions, electro-hydraulic power steering, tripod drive shafts, brakes to independent brake circuits for front and rear axle, adjustable via balance bar, front axle, 1-piece aluminium 6-piston racing calipers with quick coupling, internally ventilated steel brake discs, 390 mm diameter, raised brake pads, optimized brake cooling ducts, rear axle, 1-piece aluminium 4-piston racing calipers with quick coupling, internally ventilated steel brake discs, 355 mm diameter, raised brake pads, optimized brake cooling ducts, wheels/tires, front axle, 1-piece forged light alloy wheels, 12.5 JX18 offset 25 with center lock nut, Michelin slip 30/68/18. Rear axle, 1-piece forged light alloy wheels, 13 JX18 offset 37 with center lock nut, Michelin slip 31/71/18. Electric Scotchbert central logger unit, CFRP multifunctional steering wheel with integrated display, shift paddles and quick release, collision avoidance system, controlled alternator in connection with LiFePO for battery, LED headlights, LED tail lights plus rain light, illuminated car number and leader light system, black light inside cockpit, electric adjustable wing mirrors with memory function, tire pressure monitoring system, TPMs, drink system, air conditioning system, membrane switch panel on center console with fluorescent labeling. Weight/dimensions: weight Z 1,243 kilograms base weight per regulations, length 4,557 millimeters without splitter. Rear wing diffuser width 2,042 millimeters, front axle/2,048 millimeters, rear axle wheelbase 2,516 millimeters.